Tyla, we were rooting for you, girl. We were rooting for you. In the worst way, when you came over here, you were a splash, a sensation. And then I think the fame got to your head. And also to mix with being a little immature, not really having a whole lot of world experience and, wisdom. And it all started to unfold with the MTV Awards when you thought that you were going to play Haley. You was about to get splashed with that water that you had bouncing off your booty for trying to play Haley Bailey. That's our girl. We know Haley Bailey. We don't know you like that. And so this now debacle of your record sales supposedly not doing so well, a lot of it is because people have really felt like you have had several opportunities to get a little bit more personal, show your personality, and it's like boom. So even like this, last night Halle Bailey and Lil Nas X presented Tyla with the Best Afrobeats Award. And with that, you're going to tell them, oh, guys, I can hold these heavy things. We don't know you. We don't know what you can hold. And then for you to say afterwards that, oh, no, I wanted my friend Nas to hold it. Like, why are we holding your award anyway when you didn't have no index cards? Okay, you got Haley baby looking at you side eye. Now, if you hold that water bottle over your behind, okay, you could have held that VMA award. That's the way I see it. But then, what you did was you doubled down with your team. We was listening to Steve Harvey, but then we went over there to the Breakfast Club. And this is what you had to say.
What does that even mean? School me on these debates that they be having about your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean?
Can we not? Por favor.
Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too. I like when they talk from the back and say we can't. I like that. I want you to know this for other interviews, right? Oh, when they go in and they tell like the interviewers what to say and what not to say, this and that, that's what makes it awkward.
Yeah. Oh, are you awkward?
No.
I'm not awkward.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, stop
this
it.
This one must leave the room.
Stop it, my goodness.
This one must go.
Goodness.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Because what professional team actually, where you can actually hear them in the background, they're not an attorney, so there's no president advising the audience, the listening audience, that okay, we have her counselor on site who will also be answering for her. That was just so awkward. And so you're gonna go across the world. There's some things you're gonna do. First is stop making excuses when you are confronted with some of your mistakes. And one of them is cultural sensitivity. When you come, especially to the United States, Black Americans, to hear the word color, we have been attacked by dogs, sprayed down by water hoses because people said you can only go to the colored restroom. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you're going to have to do some professional polishing before you get back out here, because now you're saying, oh, a lot of people are saying, well, it's Black women that are influencing people from not buying her music. Like, because there's a website for us Black women, and it's called Black It's Our Fault, and it get more hits than Google. Same thing with Money Love. She's going against Black women, saying that there's a certain way that we treat her. We dislike her personality. When you are from Gifford, Florida, girl, you are the Black woman that don't like your personality. You are a black woman. Like, what I don't understand is, no, friend, I'm not lying. I'm not like, what I'm about to tell y'all is this. I'm not lying. This is allegedly, because take it with a grain of salt. It's coming from Wikipedia. But there might be a deeper dive in why Money is acting like that. Like, she may actually have been diagnosed with lupus and being autistic. And we want to see Money win. So I want her to go back, and correct her statement that she put out there publicly, because a lot of this also too came from the backlash of her performance to the Mariah Carey award show. The awards, they presented her award, and this is how we usually see Mariah Carey if we know she like it, because that is Patti LaBelle God baby. That's her spiritual God baby. So if you're not gonna come correct, don't come at all. But then on the other hand, this is where I think that autism, because now she don't want to write for nothing but melanated artists. And getting back to Tyla, this now backlash against black women in regards to her behaviors, a lot of people are saying that even the way she responded, she had an opportunity to respond to the backlash during the VMA Awards. And she doubled down and said, F that, I got an award. Y'all are making things weird. Well, there's other people who have gotten awards too. Haley's sister has performed on VMAs. Haley has performed on the VMAs. Okay, and they are of a much higher status than you are. We are more familiar with them, and so I think that we have a little bit more protection. So please, y'all, before y'all start doing these typing tussles, give me your opinions. I'm just saying what you hear me out, cause I'm just saying what I'm about to say is because with the whole FBA issue versus everybody else, I want this to be known, and that is, a lot of folks are saying, well, oh, y'all are treating her like that because she's African. No, stop. Sade. Okay, Sade. She's from Africa. I have experienced the best parts of my life listening to Sade. Miriam Makeba, who is also South African, just like Tyla. Miriam Makeba was so in connection with the Black American audience here in the United States. She was on Time magazine. She was a special guest star on the Cosby Show. That's her and Raven Simone when she was a little girl. She came in with her tribal clothing, letting us know about her South African tribe. There is Tiwa Savage. Tiwa is a very talented African artist. If you don't know her, you may have heard her song with Brandy, Somebody's Son. That is a whole vibe. You got Our Star, Vibes on Vibes. That girl is talented. Thames, love her. You see what I'm saying? Then you go over to the Caribbean, you got Rihanna. Rihanna is now one of the highest paid pop stars. Do you see what I'm saying? And why? Because she connected to her black audience first. Spice. We love Spice. When Spice says, me finna tell you what me feel. We understand Spice. She has become a part of our households. Okay? But it couldn't have started without Patra. You see, because Patra, back in the day, she was that breakout star in the reggae genre of music. That's her and Tupac. She did a song with her with Yo-Yo and Tupac back in the day. You see, so Tyla, she's gonna have to do some work. That's for sure. She's a beautiful girl. She's talented. And I wish she would use her platform to remind the world that she comes from a strong group of people and not just performative. She should understand this even more, because even as what she says, quote unquote colored person, as a person of color over there, she was also had to experience, or her people experience, apartheid. And that's why they're thinking she's an industry plant. So an industry plant is someone who doesn't really have an actual following, but they are just like put in there by the industry for financial gain. Okay, because like even Essence just made a story about it, is saying that her record label has even pulled her beauty budget, so she gotta sing and lay her own edges. Golly. So I feel like if you're a real star like a Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey, now we ain't asking you for no money. She didn't ask you for no money, friend. I done told you about that. She didn't ask you for no money. Cash out Umar the last time. Now look at you.
Contains all of my money. I only send it to
Anyway,
Apple Pay and PayPal
Tyla has
as
to
necessary.
do more of this. Shh. And do more of this. Listen to her audience, and she will get the bag, because that's the whole point of it all, right?
Working bad hoe, 5-6 figures.
So good luck, Tyla. I wish you all the best. I think all of us do. On somebody spinning your records. I hope they sell. In the meantime, please let me know what you think. Share, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Be blessed.